Hey guys, this is Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing, and today I thought I would show you the camper that we purchased to place on some off-grid property. No, the canopy is not broken. I have it set at an angle right now to shed water because I'm in Florida and it has been raining every single day, buckets and buckets of water, and we don't want the canopy to dip in the middle and hold water, and it's been too damp to put up. It doesn't go long enough in between rain showers for it to dry out enough for us to get it closed up, so because it's rained every single day. So we just have it like that. It's not broken. It just is to keep the water from pooling up in the middle and breaking the canopy. So this, like I said, is going to be going on off-grid property. It's a 1986 Alumilite camper by Holiday Rambler. It is 30 feet long and its empty weight is 5,500 pounds. Most full-size SUVs or half-ton trucks or larger can pull it without an issue. And I'll go up a little bit closer and start giving y'all a look around of what we have. Yes, this is an older camper, like I said, because it's just going to an off-grid property. It's going to be like our vacation place to go. And so we're not going to do too much with the outside of it. Eventually, maybe on the property, we'll do a roof over or something like that, because we do want to use solar. We're going to be using solar and generator. And there's not much space on the roof for too many solar panels because of the vents that we're going to be installing. It is a bumper pull trailer, and there are two 30-pound aluminum propane tanks here. Those are like the regular propane, and they're a bit heavier, and these are actually the aluminum ones. And these came with it, and we're definitely going to be making use of these. This on the end, this piece right here, actually opens up, but we're most likely going to leave it closed more often than not, because trying to fit blinds to that is a bit of a pain, and the blinds kind of want to swing out. So I don't think we're going to probably put blinds on that on the inside. We're just going to leave it closed, and it'll keep some of the heat out with it being on the end like this. So, but it does open up. It does extend perfectly fine. We just are not using it. This section right here on the outside, this is actually the living room section, and this is a decent sized camper. Two people could easily live in this camper full time. I don't think you could have kids living in this camper, but two people could easily live in this camper. It's very comfortable. We've had company come stay with us, even though we've done nothing with it except kind of wipe the inside down. We have had company come and spend the weekend and stay in it. This right here is the vent for the furnace, which someone did a horrible job sealing that up. We're going to be removing that and just kind of cleaning up some of the sealant jobs that they've done. There's been no leaks in this, and we chose an Alumilite camper because trying to get it back to the property, the roads are horrible. Lots of sugar sand, and anything heavy is very, very difficult to try and get back to the camp. So we wanted something nice and light to try and get back there and easy to pull. On the roof, this is one of the crank up antennas, and it does work. Chris took one of the spare TVs and put it in here just to see if he could pick up stations, and it does. We pick up like a dozen stations in here with just that right now. This was an access for cable, but we're not going to use that. He's probably just going to clean it up a little bit, make it look a little nicer, and shut that off. There are external lights all the way around the camper that can run on batteries, and we will be changing these out with LEDs. So it kind of has, not running lights, but at night it'll have lights glowing around it just to make walking around the camper at night easier, so you can see where you're going and not run into anything. And it will just have a kind of a cool effect on the camper. There's multiple lights all the way around. That's for power. We have it just plugged into our garage right now. We have our garage set up power-wise that you can run campers off of it. So we just have it plugged up while we're working on it out here. And we will be using a generator at camp to run this, but eventually we would like to have it set up to where it runs off solar panels almost exclusively, unless we're having to run the big rooftop AC. It does have the ability to store fresh water on board. We will have to be changing out the freshwater tank. There's a leak in it, and we did pick up a salvage camper that's a much newer camper, but it has had major water damage. So we're just going to be pulling off of that camper what we need for this one, and then we haven't decided 100% what we're going to do with the salvage camper yet. I want to make a she shed out of it and have it as like a canning camper, but Chris may end up completely ripping it apart and using it as a flatbed trailer, but that's another project altogether. There's also access here to hook up a garden hose so that you can have on-demand water, just pressurized water with a water hose. And then this is the gray and black water hose to empty your onboard storage tanks. And we are not going to be using a black water storage tank. I'm going to be putting a composting toilet in here, but the gray water we will be running out at the camp, and that's just going to be from the sinks and the shower. So this is the back side of the camper. This is the back of it. You're actually looking at, this would be the bedroom section, and we have this end closed also. It does open up so that there's a big window all the way across the back. The bumper is the storage for the hose, and we will be making use of that. There is some structural damage on the outside where they backed it into something. But like I said, we're not going to be driving this. It's going to be going somewhere and staying parked. So we're not really worried if on the outside it looks a little rough, because honestly, we don't want to attract people to break into it, honestly. We're going to have the inside nice. It's not going to be fancy, but it's going to be comfortable for us. And it's going to be our kind of vacation place away from home. We're going to go and ride four-wheelers and, you know, take the dogs to the water and just have fun. So it's more the inside that we're worried about than the outside. You know, we don't need to advertise that we have anything nice in here. Coming back around, this is the other side bedroom window here. That's an access panel to the back of a closet. This is the access panel and vent for the propane refrigerator. When we go inside, I'll show you right now, there is an electric refrigerator in place, but we're going to be taking that out and putting a propane refrigerator in there from that salvage camper. It's an outlet to hook up outside power, and this is the vent for the hot water heater, which will also be changing out the hot water heater. The hot water heater is just old and has been a little persnickety when we've tried running it, so we would just feel better with a safer hot water heater. And we're back around to the front of it. We'll probably eventually get some better steps. Those are just the steps that we got with it. Take you guys inside. I probably should turn the AC on to have it running before we came in, because I'm in Florida and it's like 1,000 degrees right now. There are a few structural things, you know, that are broken, but these are like less than $10 to change out. It does need a good scrubbing and a cleaning, but like I said, all we've done is pretty much bought it and brought it here and parked it. I'll take you in to the inside. Flip the AC on while I'm in here. Okay guys, right here we're looking at the nose of the camper. This is the couch that came in place. It came in the camper when we got it, and we are leaving it. It is actually an incredibly comfortable couch, shockingly comfortable. And all the upholstery is original. It's in really good shape. These pieces down here, they open up for storage, and underneath the couch opens up for storage. So we'll be storing extra bedding and everything in there. There's also storage all around the top. Plenty of storage up here. Really, really happy with this part of it. This kind of is just takes up space. It's just a little decorative hutch. The lights do work inside it. I'm trying to remember which one is what. I don't know where all the lights are at in here. But it does light up on the inside, and we can use that for some storage. I may keep some like nice glassware or something in there that I don't want broken, but that's just a storage area. I'm sure Chris is going to be upgrading the stereo. There is wiring and speakers already for a stereo, and we have a small TV just sitting in here right now to test it out. There's more storage underneath. The carpet is cream colored, and this is going to be gone. We are going to be redoing the flooring throughout the whole thing, and it's going to be life-proof vinyl flooring. It's impervious to water, and it's approximately 3 feet a square, or $3 a square foot. It's scratch resistant, and it's textured for slipping. We have this in our living room. It looks like wood flooring, and we are, you know, going to put it throughout this whole entire camper. The floor is just dirty, and where we're going, it's mud. It is black mud, black dirt. So all that is going to be gone. I want to be able to just sweep it and mop it on one level and not have to worry about having vacuum cleaners or cleaning carpets, you know, that kind of thing. This is another area for storage down here, and I'm sure we're going to be making use of every bit of space. I'm actually wanting to change something out here and use it for storing shoes or flashlights or something like that, that we just want to be able to reach right inside, bug spray, and grab quickly. Moving on into the kitchen, again, there is plenty of storage. The stove works really well. It's a 4-burner stove with an oven. We let the kids try out the oven, I mean, of course, with adult supervision in here, just to make sure that the oven worked and all the burners work. We have an appliance repair company, so when it comes to the appliances and stuff like that, Chris can just take care of any issues that we have at all with it. The flower wallpaper is the only thing that I said really has to go. I am not a hearts and flowers kind of girl, so I am going to be painting over that, and I think I'm going to be painting it bright red. I told Chris I'd like to maybe do the camper in a patriotic theme, since we have the blue fabric. That's nothing that we would ever do in our home. You know, we tend to be very subtle and and have kind of boring browns and greens and stuff, but I thought, you know, this is camper, it's a vacation, it's all American, fun with the family, that maybe we would do like a patriotic theme in the camper. So that's my idea, to have red walls and leave the blue fabric on the cushions on the couch and on the dinette, and we're just leaving all of the other paint and everything on the inside just the way it is, and maybe do a few patriotic decorations. There is more storage under the sink, and it's a double sink. Works great. We may change this out just because I want one that I can extend out, so that if I need to fill up big buckets or something, I can do that. I could use it in the shower, but it's convenient to have right here. So, and that is old, so we may end up just changing that out. I'm not sure yet. We also talked about changing out the countertops and putting a new countertop in, just because this is old and chipped, and it looks like one of the faucets had leaked at one time and weakened it, so we may end up changing that out. We just have to really get down there and look at it structurally and decide what we want to do. The dinette does drop down and change into a bed. It would have to be kids, most likely, that would sleep there. It would be difficult for adults to sleep there. It says that 2 adults could sleep there, but they'd have to be pretty short adults, but it would be fine for kids. And the couch does also fold out and make a bed for 2, but honestly, I would say it's just as comfortable to sleep on it just the way it is, and we could always throw an air mattress down on the floor if we had more people. There is more storage along the top here. We are going to leave all of the light fixtures in place. This camper has 17 lights. Oh, let me scoot so that I'm not right under the AC here. The camper has 17 lights in it, and this camper has 1156 automotive single filament bulbs in it right now, but we're going to be changing them out for all new LED bulbs. They only use 1/6 of the power as a standard bulb, and you can get a 20 pack of these bulbs for $10. So if there's 17 in here, you know, for 10 bucks, we'll have a few extra spares, and we'll be using 1/6 of the power to run every single light in here, and every single light works. We fully expected that the wiring would be messed up on some of these because it's a 1986, but we have tested every light and every single light works. Let me think of what else we're going to be doing. We are going to be changing out the hot water heater, and the refrigerator that is here is an electric refrigerator that came with the camper, and this is going to be changed out for a propane. Like I said, we picked up a salvage camper. I think it was around $600 that we paid for the salvage camper, and we're going to be able to pull hopefully the water tank off. It had onboard storage for fuel and the refrigerator and possibly the stove. Although this stove works, they're going to just check out the other stove and see what kind of shape it's in, and we may end up changing that out as well. This camper has a lot of storage, a shocking amount of storage, and one of the really cool things is the closet has lights in it and storage. So all these drawers, and there's storage up here and more storage down there, under here, those all open. So lots and lots of storage in this camper. I might even have trouble filling it up. I know, I have I have the ability to fill things up. All right, so we are in the little hall. There's a mirror, and it's a snug fit in the hall, but it's okay. Here is the bathroom. Plenty of storage in the bathroom. The toilet we are going to be taking out, and we're going to build a composting toilet in its place, you know, just with a 5-gallon bucket with a frame around it with the toilet seat, with the sawdust, and that is what we are going to use at camp. I don't want to have to dig a drain field. We don't want to have to try and deal with emptying any sort of black water tanks. So we're just going to have a composting toilet with the sawdust, and just make sure we have a great supply of sawdust right there underneath the sink, and you know, we'll just deal with that like most people that live off grid do, and we're just going to be taking this one out and getting rid of it. And it does have a full-size shower. The shower is very large, and there are vents up here. All the vents are cracked and broken, and we are going to be changing those out. All of the vents, there's one in the living room, there's one in the bathroom, and then let's go to the bedroom. There's one in the bedroom, and the one in the bedroom, all of the roof vents are going to be replaced with a 25-watt 12-inch vent, and that have the fans built in. And in the bedroom, this one back here, we're going to be installing one that has a reversible motor, so it's like a ceiling fan. If the weather's cool, then we'll be able to flip that on at night, and we'll have like a ceiling fan in the bedroom. The others are just going to be regular vents that just draw air out. Back here, I don't know if I can open this. Well, all the blinds are pretty cracked up. You can see the emergency window is down there. We've purchased a 5,000 BTU window AC that our little mini generator can run with no issue at all. Actually, our little generator, it's a small one, it's called a suitcase generator. It actually can run the AC in here. It just can't run the main big AC on the roof. It just can't run that and the refrigerator at the same time. So if we have company and it's really hot, like it often is here in Florida, we can keep the whole camper cool just using our little suitcase generator to run everything, and we'll just keep running the refrigerator off of propane, which is what we plan to do anyway. We're changing out all the blinds. All the blinds are cracked or broken. That's on our to-do list. The bed is a twin bed, and that's just not going to work for us. We need a bigger bed than that. So we are going to be putting a queen-size bed. A king will fit, but I won't be able to get around to the edges to make the bed easily. So Chris is going to actually build, you can see these things right here are access to storage, and on this side they were using them as like little nightstands. There's pipes and pumps and stuff under there, which we're going to be taking out because we're not going to be using them in the same way. So all that's going to be taken out and removed, and there's an access panel behind this blue one, and that's the outside access, and we're going to be building some sort of a frame for the bed to go on, and it's going to lift up and access storage from the outside. We're not 100% what we're going to put where yet, but all under the bed is going to be storage that you can lift the bed up with some sort of like hydraulic lifts, like what you have on the back door of like an SUV to hold the hatch up. It'll have those kinds of lifts up under the bed to hold it up so that we can easily get to the storage under the bed. There is additional storage all along the roof here, and they had a spot and wiring hooked up for TVs, but we're probably going to take that out. We just don't need it. More racks for hanging things. The door here, it does work, the accordion door. It's the original. It is broken, but it can be fixed. We've already looked at that. We thought about changing it out, but I think we may just keep it and fix what we have here. There's more lights all the way around here, and there's an additional closet over here that has lights inside the closet also. Okay guys, I think I have hit all of the highlights of this camper. This is going to be a really cool project for all of us to work on. It's going to be a family project. Chris is going to be in charge more, of course, of all the electrical and the wiring and the plumbing and all that, and I'll be in charge of, you know, cleaning, you know, stocking it, doing all the inside stuff, kind of like what we do when we go on trips. We kind of have our division of labor. We know what each of us are good at. So we've already picked up new blinds for it. We've already found the flooring for it. He already has some plans in mind as to how he wants to get things done. We have the roof vents ordered. You know, step by step, we just have to make decisions as to what we want to do and what we want to fix and how we want to do it and just how much money we're willing to put into this, because this is not going to be our permanent home. This is just going to be a vacation home for us off-grid. I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview, and we will take you along step by step as we make improvements to it over the next couple of months to get it ready for taking out to our off-grid property. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the tour, and I look forward to hearing any suggestions or comments. Please like and subscribe. Thanks. Have a great day.